and today we are going to discuss about the Dano CSS. Last time we discussed about the inline CSS, but today we are going to discuss about using the Dano CSS and how we can implement it or its code across the entire web page. So let's get started. And today we are going also to start it from scratch for those who have forgotten how we do it. Now we come here and we open the PyCharm. And yes, WebDev, and here we can wait a bit. Then we close this. Then we can now come here and use this drop down menu to get the git bash and click on git bash. And open this using the VS Code by typing code space dot and click and hit enter key. This is going to open our project in VS Code. Just that simple. We are in this one. This one is yes, web dev. Then we go, we take the git bash here and we click on git bash. And yes, now if we remember, there is a error that comes when we just say like this. When we say like this, Python manager py run sub, there is error every time it opens another project that are currently running in the same port. So when I say enter like that, it is going to take me to this port development server of 127.001,000. So this is also having another project that is currently running on this. So that's why we come here and we talk that project that is the online, this one, and this one we terminate it like this by pressing down Control then C, and then it is we have existed this project that was running. But for yourself, there is no need because you have no other project that is running. You have only one, so there is no need of getting to this point. I just want to show you, maybe in the future you may face something like that and you don't know how to handle it. Now then, when we come here, we can now go this and open. our former project, which is this one. Now, this project, we style this one using the inline CSS, but now I want us style it using the Idano CSS. So, as we said, that inline CSS will have more work, but HTML can be also styled using Idano CSS, as we are going to see, where the opening and closing tags of the styles should go or should be placed at the end section carefully. Let's see how we go about that. Let's put this style at the head section, and the head is this one. This is head section, and we want to put our style inside or between the end section. So we type style and enter for autocomplete, and then you can see the style and the style tags. So what happened is that the style opening and closing of the style tags, in between there should be HTML, there should be the CSS property and the CSS value. So for example, we want us to use the CSS property of background, and the value is the color of the page or web page. Now let's select HTML that you want to affect. Which one is body, right? It is body. We want to affect the body, so we select the body. That is HTML tag, the body. So the body is HTML tag that we want to affect. We can try this, and after that we can identify element tag, and this one there is something we call the curl brackets. So the HTML tag, this one body, it is going to be followed by curl brackets, and curl brackets are this one, and then inside the curl brackets or between the curl brackets, where you are going to write the CSS code, which is going to style the body element. Which is that style that is going to style the body element? It is the background. But let me just put the cursor inside the curly bracket and hit enter. That is going to be like that. And let me copy this from here. We are going to use this property CSS of background color, and we are going to give the value color this one, and I'm going to Ctrl C. Let me just use the other method that you can see. Copy and come here and paste. That is equivalent to Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Ctrl V. Now this one, it's now the CSS property. Remember we said the CSS property is separated with the CSS value by colon and the line must end with the semicolon. And if you don't do that, the code is not going to work well. So let's indent this so that we can do good. This one is the style for CSS, right? And this one is body. Body is the HTML element that we want to style, and we want to take the body background and give it this color, right? Okay, so after that is that we are going to delete this one so that this one was inline, remember that. So this inline we are left with what? This one here, this one here, and this is what we are calling the internal CSS. See, it is in between the header section or head section, in between. So if you place it anywhere else, it is going to give you an error, and the styles must be spelled without typo error. The body the same and the background the same, the color the same. So let's Control S and come here. You can come here, we run it, but because of consistency, let's just use this one. Now we are going to say Python manage.py run server, right? Manage.py run server. Anyway, like that. See, it has not gone anywhere. Now let's see. Let's confirm by not this one. Let's confirm by changing this color to blue. Control S, come here, refresh. And yes, very hungry looking color. Let's go back and change our color to where it was. Yeah, it was this color. So let's Control S and check the color by refreshing our page. And yes, so that is how we see we use the Dano CSS. And see here, not here, see here, we have these horizontal rows. How many in number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Horizontal row, they are 4 in number. And even there is another one, fifth one. Yeah, fifth one is there. So 5 in number. When we are doing this CSS, it is going to be very, very, very hectic, although it is easier than the inline. But when you look at this page, this line this one and the color, and you go to contact me. You see, there is no styling. There is nothing. So why is that? Yeah, let's go to another. Let's go to another page. Go to another page. For example, let's go to this one. It's not going to work because there is no network. Sorry for that. But but when you look at it, the point that I want you to understand is you have to copy. If you want this contact me have the same background with the home page, you have to copy the code, come here, copy the code, come to the contact me page. That is contact me page, and section, and section, and paste there. And still, you know, it is not there. Get it is not there. So because of that, you have to include another one, another hander here, and then body. So it will be very tiresome. So to avoid all this, next time when we meet, we shall discuss about another type of CSS property approach, and this is called the external CSS. And the external CSS is important because when you come here, for example, when when you come here, home page, this one, and you modify a part of the page, it is going to be displayed across all web pages. That is important without copy pasting every code that you write for CSS. So let's meet then and get to know more about external CSS. Thank you, welcome, and meet you then. Goodbye.